When I am a tourist in other countries, I feel more like a New Zealander there than I do when I'm here. Here, where my Year 6 teacher told me that I couldn't be just a New Zealander because I did not look like her and I did not know how to reply. What I wanted to cry was, "No tamaki makorua ho." This is the only home I know, and my story of growing up meant climbing Maunga Kiki and jumping into the sea, the salt curling around my toes, sun infusing into my bones and into everything that brings my body home. When people come into our country, my body is not the kind they expect to see, not the kind they see represented on New Zealand TV, and I am not blaming the hobbits and elves, but if the majority see skin that represents themselves, they will not complain. And why would they? They will never know the pain of not existing, of belonging only in your head, of being seen as a tourist, a foreign entity. And I know that I choose my own identity, but I am not what you think when you think Kiwi, and that has an impact too. Because you will probably vote for someone that looks like you, and most politicians will ensure that Pākehā people are seen, but what about those of us that fall in between? When New Zealanders go to sign forms, they have the option of New Zealand, European, and then Māori, Asian, Pacifica, other. The form forgets that New Zealanders come from near or far, that New Zealander isn't merely someone Pākehā, it ignores a special place of tangata whenua, and that the rest of us exist here as tau iwi. When people walk down Queen Street, they are often taken aback by the multitude of languages, the different shades of faces. When people say that Auckland isn't real New Zealand, I want to ask if it's because of the diversity, the multiplicity of ethnicities and histories intertwined with the streets. And I am sick of stereotypes being all I see on screen, of Māori only existing around gangs and weed, of children of migrants only working in dairies. What about a person's in-depth personality? What about the reality of New Zealand history? And what about all of our race stories? The poll taxes, the redacted legislation denying entry to Asians, the dawn raids, the racial attacks against those that overstayed. What about everything from the land wars, the Parihaka, to Shelley Bay? When people come to our country, they forget that Aotearoa, like anywhere, is a lake, silvery, glistening surface, but conflict underneath. Because we are still in a place of fighting for peace, learning what it means to have a treaty, not just as a document or formality, but as a means of beginning, a means of learning how to treat our family and communities. And I know that learning isn't easy, but it's something that we must do. Not just for our people now, but for all our children too.